kindly request you to please be seated. For next 10 minutes, we'll be discussing about, how to make your homes in a green way, a sustainable way. How can interior of your homes also can contribute in making your lifestyle green. First, to start with, to make your house green, we can do it in 4 ways. That is like, you can design your home in a very open manner, like in a minimalistic design, and then also concentrate on your water conservation part, energy and health and well-being aspects. So see, having a home which is decluttered is very important. You should have optimized space, circulation space to move around. It's not like, there is a house and you're just putting all your furnitures inside that. But make sure that you have a space which is nicely designed in a minimalistic manner with good circulation spaces so that you can move around and not really get hurt. So coming to next, water conservation part, it is always good to have water fixtures whose water flow rates are below this baselines. By installing these water fixtures, you can reduce lots of your water consumption demand. So just by installation of this particular aerator, it will let you have a good water savings, like 20 to 30%. Aerators are very small fixtures. The cost of the aerator is also very less. But just by installing the small aerator, it will achieve you to almost 20 to 30% of your water savings. And then you can see the flush tank. So in the flush tank also you can go for a dual flush tank. So why dual flush tank is that if you just have a single flush tank, even for your liquid waste and the solid waste, you'll be using the same amount of the water. By having the dual flush tank, you can use you can use it for your dual purpose, like the small flush for your water for your liquid waste, and the lash for your solid waste. Then one more interesting water conservation technique is that in your kitchen you'll be washing lots of your vegetables, you'll be washing the rice, lentils. So all this water can also be reused for your indoor plants, or if you have a kitchen garden. Then coming to the energy conservation part, these are the few simple measures which you can apply in your home. So first, basically you can go for the energy efficient appliances and also the air conditioners which are free from the CFC, because these refrigerants will damage our ozone. So it is good to have the air conditioner systems which are CFC free. So to understand if your refrigerants are CFC, if your air conditioner is CFC free or not, you can make a note down of all this refrigerants. And just by looking at the side of the air conditioner system, you can make sure that your that red colored circle which you are seeing written as R410A, you can make sure that that particular air conditioning system is having a eco-friendly refrigerant. Then coming to the appliances part, see, we have lots of appliances in our house. So we can go for minimum B3 star rated appliances, like as simple as a television or a refrigerator or a washing machine or a dishwasher, or if you have pumps, all this they can be minimum B3 star rated. You can also go for the printers which are energy star rated, because it is very common these days for us to have a home office. So by doing this, you are reducing your energy consumption. So this is how a B3 star rated logo looks like, and that blue color is an energy star rated. So whenever you're buying your appliances, make sure that these ratings are there. Usually these are directly mentioned on the appliance, or sometimes they are there on the technical specification sheet which you can ask for the seller. The seller would tell you if it is a B star rated or not. So this is a small detailed description of the B star rating. So the higher the B star rating, it is the better. So higher the ER value, then that particular AC consumption and like the performance wise is also it's better. So the higher is better. Why we tell is that because if the rating level goes more, then it means that it will use less energy. If it is one star B star rated, it will use lots of energy, maybe 8 x. And if it is a B star rated 2 B star rated, then it might be become x by 2. So like that the energy consumption keeps on coming down. So this B star rating you get in all kind of your air conditioning system, like your split ACs, your VRFs, your cassette ACs. You can also have lights in the sensor lights in the washroom. So why having the sensor lights in the washroom is that we tend to forget to switch off the lights in the washroom when we go to our offices or when we are in hurry to go to school or catch a bus or a train. So that's the reason, if you have the sensor based lights, even if you forget to switch off your lights, your energy consumption is taken care of. So this would be one of the nice technique for you to have the sensor based lights at least in your washroom areas. You can also have the lights with the smart controls. So having the lights with the smart controls will help you to reduce your energy consumption. So whenever you want to do a reading or you are very specific about a task, you can put it at a higher intensity and then it will use lots of energy. When you are just at a relaxation mood, you are watching a movie or you are just chit-chatting with your friends and the family, you can put it at a lower intensity level and it also consumes less energy. So based upon your utility, based upon your mood at that particular time, you can adjust this. This is all not only giving aesthetics to your homes but also helping you to reduce your energy consumption. Then coming to the waste management part, this is very important. So during the renovation part, it is very important for you to segregate the waste and hand it to the respective recycle vendors. See, usually when we don't segregate waste, it will go to the landfill. And this waste, whatever is being generated, like the tiles, the false ceiling, or any gypsum panels which comes again from your false ceiling material, it will have lots of recycled content and they can be recycled or upcycled. So it is always good for you to segregate the waste and give it to the recycle vendor and make sure that we are not piling up our landfill areas. And then coming to the waste segregation post occupancy is also very important. This is because, see, when we are segregating our waste into our dry waste and the wet waste, we can convert your wet waste into the compost. And if you have the indoor plants, if you have your own kitchen garden, you can use that compost, that manure for your own purpose. And all the dry waste what you are collecting, you can give it to the recycle vendor. So again, you are reducing the load on the municipality. With this, we can make a healthier space, healthier environment for the people who are working in the landfill area, for the people who are also collecting this waste. And it is these days post-COVID, we also generate the mask, which is a sanitary and the hazardous waste. And these days we also generate lots of e-waste, like we tend to change our phones or laptops very often. So you can collect all this e-waste once in a year and you can dispose it off responsibly by giving it to the authorized recycle vendors. So this is a simple way of doing the composting in your kitchen garden. It is called as a Kamba system. It will not take lots of space in your kitchen area or in your balcony area. It gels well because it is in a terracotta shape, in a terracotta material. So if someone comes and looks at it also, they actually thinks like a flower pot or a display place, but it is actually doing wonders for you. So you can collect all your food waste, your vegetable peels or the fruit peels which you usually get from your kitchen waste and put it in this particular bin A. And then you can cover it with a newspaper and add some remix powder which will let the microorganisms grow and makes it into the manure. You can again cover it with a cloth or a newspaper. Once the A bin fills, you can put it down and bring B bin up. So it would be a 21-day cycle, and after 21 days, that 21 to 45 days, that is the final product which you see. So this manure, you can reuse it for your own purposes. Then use of the local materials. We are always fascinated to have the materials being imported from the destinations, but it is important for us to uplift for our own economy within the our surroundings. And secondly, we tell to use the materials which are locally available, is that it will also reduce your transportation emissions. To get a product from a very far place, you require lots of energy, like it should get transported through trucks or the railways, and there are lots of related carbon emissions. So it is always good to use the materials which are locally available. By using these materials which are locally available, they will be also be climate adaptable. Like the material which is available in Rajasthan might not really work in Hyderabad, because it doesn't really suit with the Hyderabad location. So that's the reason, try to use the materials as much as you can within your 500-kilometer radius. So these are the again couple of the examples of the recycled content materials. So whenever you're going for a house renovation, or you're building your own new house, or you're making new interiors, then you can target for the materials which have the recycled content. So usually the fly ash blocks will have 30 to 40%, and glass has 10 to 15%. So by using these materials, again we are reducing our demand on the virgin materials, when we are not doing lots of extraction, which will again have the environmental impacts. Or you can also go for a Green Pro certified products. So under Green Pro certified products, you will get all type of materials which will be used under the interiors. So these would be the list, like you name it and we have it kind. So you have Green Pro certified flooring. So by this you can make assure that that particular product is having recycled content, and it is also manufacturer responsible. It's not just about the product, it is also about the process. So here are a couple of the examples, like the brands. So you have Kajaria tiles which are Green Pro certified. You have furniture like your dining table, sofas, even that can be a green certified. So why it is important to have a certified furniture is that there is something called as VOC, volatile organic components. This will make your space, it keeps on emitting, and it makes your space little stuffy. Like if you close your doors for a longer duration and you go for a vacation and come back and you open the doors, you can feel some smell. That is because of the high levels of the VOCs. So when you are exposed to this kind of the environment, it will affect your overall health and well-being. So it is very important for us to have the materials, especially the paints, adhesives, the furniture items which are having the low VOC or non-toxic materials. If you see again, even the WAC blocks have the recycled content. The furniture, the laminates which you will be using for your cupboards can also be Green Pro certified. So there are lots of brands which are Green Pro certified, and you can completely make your home a Green Pro certified home. This is something very interesting. Over here, what we are doing in reclaimed products or the salvage materials is we are giving that particular product a extended life. Imagine a product was designed for a particular use. Like a simple example is your t-shirt. A t-shirt was designed to wear it, and after a few days, when you have worn it for n number of times, you wanted to use it as your dusting cloth. So that is a perfect example of reclaimed material. So instead of letting that material go to landfill, you have given it an extended life and you're using it for a different purpose. So similarly, you can use your doors, like a very old door can become your tabletop, or a glazing can become your tabletop. In this particular picture, you can see that the wood which have been used for as a shutters have been used in the false ceiling material. So this is one of the classic example of the reclaimed materials. Then coming to the rapidly renewable materials, wherever you have your wood requirement, like you will be needing the wood to make your furniture, to do your cupboard. Sometimes we also use wood in your false ceiling. So whenever you have this wood requirement, you can make sure that you are using a rapidly renewable wood. The advantage of the rapidly renewable wood is that it gets harvested in 10 years, whereas a normal wood would take around 45 years or sometimes even 100 years. days. So because of this rapidly renewable wood, the harvest time is less, and they are grown responsibly, and they have the same strength which we look for in a general wood also. So some of the examples of this rapidly renewable wood is bamboo, eucalyptus, bagasse, or you can also go for jute based materials and the rubber wood. Or you can also go for agri-based wood, or a particle board, composite board, MDF kind of materials for your wood requirements across the house. Then coming to your housekeeping products, so it's not just about the construction or the renovation part. It is about also how can you make your interiors greener even while you're living in that particular space. So as I've earlier explained you about the VOC levels, so even the VOC levels are emitted from the housekeeping products which you will be using it. So it is always recommended to use a eco-friendly VOC, eco-friendly housekeeping products. So you can use again a Green Pro certified housekeeping product or a eco-friendly housekeeping product to keep your environment healthy, and also to take care of your family's health. So here we come to our last topic, that is the resident health and well-being. So in green buildings, fresh air is very important. See, you can't live in a place where you don't have good number of openable windows. Post-COVID, we have understood how important is fresh air for us, how important it is for us to have that connectivity with the outdoors, and how important does the sunlight makes in our life. So while you're designing your spaces based upon the number of floors they are there in that particular building, you can decide how much percentage of area should be left for your window openings. So you can follow this particular tabular format. So if your house is there in less than 5 floors building, for every living space, like in your dining areas, in your main hall, you should have at least 10% of your floor carpet area to be openable. So this can be combination of your door opening as well as your window opening. If you have a sliding door, you can consider only 50% of that particular window area. So basically, if your window is 2 feet, 4 feet by 4 feet, and if you have a sliding door, your opening area is only 2 feet by 4 feet. It is not 4 feet by 4 feet. So these are some classic examples of windows being installed in the project. So you can also go for like double height windows, like you can see in that last picture. So by having these kind of the windows, see, we get some glare issues. So if you don't want glare to come inside, even if you put down the blinds down from the above window, you can still get the daylight inside and the fresh air inside your house. And cross ventilation is very important. It's not like, I have a window, I have a door, and I tell that I'm meeting my fresh air requirement. It is always important for that air to circulate efficiently. So the air comes from one direction and it goes in other direction. Like if you can see in this figure, it should have a free movement. So you can't put the windows onto opposite walls and tell that you're meeting cross ventilation. It should have a specific path, like it should be in a perpendicular direction, so that it would be easy way for it to move across. And connectivity to our exteriors is very important. As I've told you, in the COVID, we did realize how connected we are to the outside world, how the nature has a positive impact on us. We also have the reports which tells that when the people are exposed to the natural daylight, when the people are exposed to the natural outdoor views, their productivity will increase. We are humans and we can't really be in a closed rooms. We need to be connected to the exterior world. We need to be connected to the flora and fauna which is outside, because we are somehow people who have come from the jungles. Like our ancestors, they used to stay in the jungles, and we were pretty much part of the jungles, and we got civilized, and now we are staying in the flats and the houses. But somewhere we have that instinct to be still part of this ecosystem. So that's the reason it's very important for us to have good access of the daylight inside our houses also. So again, this is a example of one of the IGBC certified project where they have full glazing. As you can see on the this picture on the left side, the sun rays are coming inside, and it is perfectly well lit, and they can also have good outdoor views. And this is also one of the other IGBC certified project in Delhi. So in over here, they in the dining area, they have went for this double height ceiling and are letting the light to come inside, and they can enjoy this outdoor views while they're having lunch. Even in the kitchen area, they have gone for the double windows where, you know, even one window, if they are trying to close it from the above window, they can still manage to get the daylight and the fresh air. So this is the other methodology, is the skylight. So by having the skylights, again, you can reduce your lighting load. So the skylights, if you can see over here, we have this concave kind of a structure on the terrace, and a cylindrical pipe runs through your false ceiling, and by the time it reaches to your interior space, it looks like this. So from morning to evening, you can really not use the artificial lights, and you can just use this skylights and meet your lighting requirement. So with the reflections principle, you are able to get this daylight from the outside to the interior in the form of a skylight. Then coming to the exhaust, having exhaust in our washroom areas, in our kitchen is very important, because we have to let the stale air to go outside, so that our air is again fresh, and we are breathing a fresh air, not a stale air. So here are the examples how you can integrate the exhaust system. Like if you see in this pictures, in the first two pictures, you can't really make it out it is an exhaust, but it is actually exhaust system. So you can nicely incorporate in your false ceilings, in your aesthetics, and it will not really damage your aesthetic part. And that is a chimney which is installed in a kitchen. As I've earlier told you about the paints, we have to use eco-friendly paints, and the adhesives, they can be Green Pro certified or the Green Seal certified. By using this, you are making sure that the person who is going to paint this, also their health and well-being is taken care of, and even after occupant, your family's health and well-being is also taken care of. This is one of the simple measure which you can do in your house. It's like, just have a mat which is 6 feet wide at the entrance of your house. By doing this, what happens is that when a person is entering, they are rubbing off their feet and they are coming inside. All the dust particles are stopped at the entrance itself. So there are no dust particles, the minute dust particles coming inside your house. So a very simple step, but it will help in your air quality. And secondly, wherever you are having your window openings, make sure that they are not near the contaminated areas. Like they don't open near a garbage bin, or there is any other such areas. Another simple measure, I'm pretty much sure you might be doing it, especially in the summers. Just clean your filters once in a while, so that there are no microorganisms left inside, and all the pollutants are clean, and you're breathing fresh air. These are the list of the indoor plants. So it's not just about having the plants outside of your house, it's also about having the plants inside your house. So these are the 5 indoor plants which will generate good amount of the oxygen in the house. So these plants will help you to increase your oxygen levels inside your house. So house is a place where you have a control. See, when you're going to the office, it's not in your control. You don't have control to your environment over there. But in your house, you have the control to yourself. You can make it as comfortable as you want. You can work on your fresh air as much as you can. So by having these plants will increase raise the oxygen levels in your house, so you feel good. It's not just about the oxygen, it is again about the connectivity. So when you look at a plant, there is a happiness in you, like enzyme gets activated in your brain, and if you're very much stressed, just looking by plants for some time, you feel relaxed automatically. That is our own human nature. So it is always good to have the plants inside our house also. These plants are completely indoor plants, so you can have these plants in your bedrooms, in your kitchen areas, in your living rooms, or in the balcony also. So once in a while, maybe after 15 days once, you can just put them out in sun for an hour and then just come get it back. So they are zero maintenance, but they can be very helpful for your overall health and well-being for you as well as your family members. And then finally, we all into this fitness. So it's not just about the fitness, the physical fitness, but it is also about a mental and spirituality. So it is always recommended for you to have a dedicated space where you can, sit calmly, meditate, understand how was your day, what you want to do, how you want to spend your time. So a dedicated space where you can do this kind of activities, like you can do simple yoga asanas, or you can do some simple home exercises. It need not be really big. Even in small houses, maybe in your balcony areas, you can create this kind of spaces and add difference to your lifestyle and make your house sustainable, or a green house or green interiors. With this, I conclude. I would like to sign off telling live happy, live green, and keep smiling. Thank you.